flash of light and where am I? I'm definitely not in Green Hills anymore. Wait, that looks like the Petronas Towers. Oh my god, I'm in Malaysia! What? Muse has a show here? I'm definitely staying here for a bit.
Black, black. Sea of black, everywhere black. Me? Dr. Manhattan Hubad Blue.
Now that I'm here, maybe I should visit a good friend. Meet Tintoy Chuo, character designer and founder of shadow puppet group Fusion Wayang Kulit. I've always wanted to check out his famous shadow puppets, which are a mix of traditional Malaysian and modern pop culture.
Hi, I'm Tintoy Chuo. I'm the founder of Fusion Wayang Kulit Malaysia, and you are at my gallery, the Shadow Puppet Gallery. So at this first section, we have some traditional puppet and some of the traditional story, which is called Hikayat Wayana. And so these are the traditional puppet. There's Rama, the good guy, and then we have the villain displayed on this side. As you can see, this art is actually originated from India 2000 years ago, and it spread through the whole Southeast Asia. So many countries have their shadow puppet in their own style. So this one, what we are doing is the Malaysian style. We have over here showing the process how to make the puppet, because we do organize puppet making workshop, and then so people can come here and learn and make their own puppet. Right. So this is the fusion movement where you can see this is the Star Wars inspired shadow puppet. So this one is inspired by Darth Vader. So you can see everything is Darth Vader but translate in the Malaysian shadow puppet format. So he's holding the lightsaber, and standing on Star Destroyer, and he's wearing sarong. So it's very traditional. And we have a few more. So we have Boba Fett. So we have the Stormtrooper standing on the storm, and then we have Sandpeter, Obi-Wan, my favorite Star Wars character, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, and then we have a few more, which is from the Rogue One. We have Death Trooper, we have Jyn Erso, we have Donnie Yen's character, Chiro Ingui, and then we have the Grumpy Thor puppet. Thor character, KT Asco. And then over here we did also a few of the Marvel Comics character like Captain Marvel, Thanos, the Iron Man, Ronnie. So I want to make Iron Man that we can actually open this mask. So what we did was we have a string. So you can see here, when you pull a string, the mask will open, then you can see Tony Stark inside. So that's a little thing. The detail that we try to put in, we don't just want to make a puppet, but we want to make puppet with interesting or unique element.
Okay, so what made you decide to do pop culture characters in Wayang Kulit format?
Right. We started this by accident actually. It was in 2012 when we are invited to participate in the art exhibition. And because for that exhibition is created by my friend, so he asked us to do something new, and because of that, I have some idea which I got a few years back about this type of crazy idea of having something new and all together. So I take it out and I say, okay, shadow puppet is something old. I want to add something new, something futuristic. So I think of the Star Wars. They're so contrast, and then I put them together, and we make the first set of puppet, which is the Darth Vader and the Luke Skywalker inspired puppet. So that's how everything started. After that, we received quite a lot of positive feedback and interview. Then I'm thinking, hey, there's something, we might be doing something which is correct or something right. And fortunately, a master puppeteer from another state came and looked at our work, and we have a good conversation, and then we become friends. Then I say, I do this project, I need a master puppeteer. You are a master puppeteer, why don't we work together, form a group and start doing something that nobody have done before, which is like the crazy, fusion type of shadow puppet where we just take pop culture and put it in this traditional art form and perform. And that's how we really started. So over here, we have this just technique inspired shadow puppets. We did this for a marathon event in Penang, which one a state in Malaysia. So you can come in dress up as cosplayer and do the marathon. Yeah, so we did a few. So we have Aquaman based on Jason. Okay, we have the Flash, we have the Green Lantern, and he's holding a lantern. And his ring project a giant claw, warrior claw, right? And then Batman, and this is one of my favorite character in the comic section. So we have Batman. This is the Battison version, right? And the Batman will be standing on a gargoyle, and the gargoyle big wing extended up to become the cape of Batman. So and he's holding his boomerang. So we put in a lot of effort, try to get everything right. Yeah. And this is Wonder Woman. So Wonder Woman is holding lasso of truth. So we actually make the lasso, which is a true lasso. Yeah, yeah. And then yeah, we have Superman. So Superman, for this puppet, we actually introduced a new pose for the puppet. As you can see, most of the puppet will be standing on a ground or a creature. Okay, but for this, it doesn't have any. So this is literally, we call it the floating pose. We did this for the character that fly a lot. So if you have standing on something, he's grounded. So we actually, with the permission of Master Puppeteer, he allowed us to introduce this. So when people look at it like, okay, this character fly a lot. And over here is my childhood superheroes robot, the Japanese mecha. So there was the Japanese anime event in Malaysia a few years back. So we are invited to create a few. So as you can see, this is Evangelion. Okay, so this puppet is based on Eva 1. This purple color, tall shoulder, holding Chris with a dagger, and is standing on the enemies, right? And this will be Gundam's Zaku. Okay, the Red Comet. They are based on the first Gundam TV series. Mono eyes and holding an axe, warrior hand, and a lot of pipe. And then he's standing on his mothership. Yeah, so the red version we have two. That is a green version. Green version without this, right? And then this is Robotech, and in Japan we call it Macross. Okay, so Macross is a plane that actually transforms into a robot. Okay, so he fly a lot, so we actually have it in a floating pose. And you can see these are claw, looks like a bird leg and the wings, and then this part is actually the beak and the eyes of the bird. We do it this way because we have another version where the puppet can transform from robot into a plane or maybe into a bird. Yep. So it's the first ever transformable puppet that we have created. And this is the rabbit, which is the enemy for for Macross. Yeah. And over here, what we display is the actual performing set. How so people can kind of see what is behind the screen. So it's basically when they're playing, this is how they are. But in what we have is basically let people see what is at the back. So we have the screen, we have the puppet, we have the light, Master Puppeteer will be sitting here, then we have the music instrument. So these are the actual piece or actual equipment, instrument that the Master Puppeteer use for performance. So we actually display it so that hopefully this will be some kind serve as some kind of educational element for people who want to know more about Malaysian shadow puppet.
What is a master puppeteer?
Master Puppeteer is someone who not only practically he know how to perform the character, because each of the character have their own, the way coming in, the way he move and the way he talk. Not only on the performing side, but someone who understand the principle or the theory of the traditional story and the way to perform. So he is about have the knowledge about the traditional performance story and have the ability to perform. That is what we call master puppeteer. I mean, there are other like puppeteer, we call it apprentice. They are still learning this side of practical side or the theory side. But the master puppeteer have to know both.
So there's a tradition of being a master puppeteer. Is it being passed on to?
Yeah, is my master puppeteer is the 13th generation puppeteer passing down. So well, we are actually train some people to take out this, continue this art.
And what has been the effect of this on Malaysian culture?
Okay, well, this is a fading art. It is not very nice to hear about it, but there are many people who's trying different way to revive, to save this art. But for us, we are just one of the way. You know, we're trying, but we try in a different twist where we actually combine pop culture or contemporary character into it, so that the character could be different characters, be new, but the art form, the principally how we do it is done properly. So this way, I feel that this formula work because youngsters or youth, they might not know the traditional character, but when they look at Batman, Darth Vader, they know the character. So it's straight away they will come in and easier for them to appreciate or accept this art form. So that's our formula. There are two set of challenges. One is technical, like how to do this more interesting. Can I we replace it with a projector so that the background is color. How do we match properly with the puppet? And the other one will be emotion or mental. Like, is that correct way that we do that? How am I doing it properly? Because there are people who will contact us, write to us, say they were destroying the art. So it actually let me realize that, well, when I do this, I must do it properly. That's why I'm so fortunate to have a master puppeteer coming in and he tell us, okay, this is what you can do, that's what you cannot do. So we do it accordingly to the principle of shadow puppet. So that's how to do. So far it was okay. I hope that you guys are able to understand this art, and if you like it, that will be very, very good. And I'm very happy to find a chance that maybe I can go to Philippines to actually show you the puppet and do performance. You know, that's what I really hope that I can do it, and hope to see you guys soon.
One of these days, I will get to watch a full Fusion Wayang Kulit performance. Meanwhile, time to go back to the Philippines